fits into their draft. It gives them a way to break the Flame Guard. It gives them another way, because they were kind of a little bit limited on breaking it, I would say, looking at their draft before the Lesh. So that allows them to break it, take towers, good versus Naga. It fits really well. And maybe he can dissuade the bottom aggression that can come out. We'll be able to see.
And again, you know, Vici Gaming with that early pick Warlock, still for me definitely one of the heroes that it just seems so strong. And with these sort of lineups where there's so much AoE to pair up with it, and against a team that's going to have sort of summons, illusion, things that, you know, that are going to get in the way, get bonded up, it's going to be a lot of pain.
Ooh.
Spear off the mark from Yang.
That was pretty off the mark as well. You see mid lane, Naga Siren, of course, popping the illusions. You scout to see if those wards are in the obvious positions. You put it in that little tree spot that he did, so you can see if that right ward on the high ground's there. They weren't, but he is trying to get that information for his team. And like we love to see the Hawk play, he's playing a microing hero. So I think this is where he shines. This is where I see him playing his absolute best. Sure, he was playing Lone Druid the last one, that one was a little bit rough, but when he's playing as like Meepos and Visage, that's the top tier to Hawk for me. As the runes fade. Oh, he's got it, actually. 3 for 1.
Yeah, Dahak unable to get there in time after waiting around the mid to get some lane information.
Yeah. Yeah, he was still sending illusions and all over the place to just know where any type of movement was coming. Let's see if any rotations happen in the mid lane. I think we're probably going to see that happen. Ooh, FNG might get the D-ward. He didn't see it on the right side, so it is on the left side, and he will be able to. So yeah, we'll see if any rotations are coming, or he should be able to do okay in the 1v1 matchup. It's just, yeah, when those moves come in, he can definitely get punished and killed.
We'll see how the CS is going. That bottom lane, you know, last game we did see, you know, Afterlife, he had a bit of a rough Beastmaster game. You know, as the panel mentioned, you know, it was a bit of an outlier. We've seen before him have such a good time with this hero. It just wasn't his game in game one. Is this one going to be any easier for him, do you feel?
I feel like the last one should have been easier. This one
is more difficult.
I think this lane is going to be really hard for them. They're going to just get harassed and poked constantly by Warlock and Lesh. It's double ranged heroes. And Afterlife is definitely going to struggle to walk up. If he's going to go for a last hit, he's going to get stunned and then right-clicked like 5 or 6 times every single time. So I think this lane is actually much harder than the Io Gyro was in the last one.
Now we'll see how much Immersion and Afterlife can make out of this situation with that in mind. But as you say, we saw how well Paparazzi was able to play the safe lane in game one. Different hero, but this hero arguably with more offensive potential early on. But the amount of damage it can dish out and the ease that he can hit the CS with. He's working with a bit more base damage than an old Gyrocopter this time around.
Get the spear back. Damage coming up from Fade, but they're already level 2 on this safe lane here. He wants to eat those spells anyway in FNG. You eat the spells so that your Naga Siren doesn't eat the spells. That damage. You see 11-0 on Paparazzi here, holding the skill point, deciding which one, depending on the scenario, if he goes for the Lightning or for that Edict. Probably the Edict, because he's a side lane, but...
Yeah, Edict just does, if you're able to just catch someone out alone, it's just so much damage. Yeah. It gives you so much kill potential.
I was only thinking that he might go the other one because they have Fatal Bonds in the lane, right? So it's like...
Sure, extra bout,
yeah. But, you know, the Edict just gives you the tower push.
The numbers are so good, yeah.
It's just too good. So we see that mid matchup, 11-5. It's, like we said, it's that kind of evenish matchup. It's players are so experienced with it now. It's literally Ember versus TA so often. TA usually pulls ahead, in my opinion, because you have the higher damage with the refraction charges. You have your deny. You can only spam your denies, which is lovely.
That's bottom lane.
Yeah, the bond.
I mean, Afterlife, he's definitely getting more CS than he did at sort of 2 minutes in game one. It's this time able to hit a few more of the creeps, but
not slowing down.
Not at all.
At all.
Paparazzi.
Yeah, on the Lesh.
Like Paparazzi he's getting the free farm. DY doing his best to sort of make Gambit look elsewhere and keep their eyes off the Lesh, and it's working. He's getting all the space he needs, Paparazzi.
He's just, every single time that Afterlife walks up for a last hit, he's just throwing the stun. Even if he misses, it's whatever. He is low on mana now, though. Mid lane.
Hold up. Little attempt there from Ori with these side blades, nearly getting it. As both of them do fall very low in the mid lane.
Ori's starting to come out really far ahead in that lane. 19-12 to 10-3.
He is smashing the denies. I mean, this, you know, that's the power of the TA.
Yeah.
That extra damage with the refraction. It's so much, and if you can play the lane right, you are going to have a very big advantage. And Afo Ninja gets greedy, tried to run back in with the Flame Guard, or he's able to just turn and hit him down.
Uh-oh.
That's first blood for Ori.
That's
And in a lane where, I mean, this lane's over.
that is definitely lane is over.
The lane is over.
I thought we were
Pack
going
it
to see
up,
a
boys,
rotation.
it's over.
I thought we were maybe going to see a rotation come out from one of the supports early on, like within that, like when he gets to level 2 Flame Guard to try to go for it. But yeah, I think they're going to need that now.
They're going to need something.
That's
24 to 14, 11 to 3. The difference is massive. Top lane, Yang able to nuke down FNG with the help of Fade. 2 lanes at the moment. Mid and top not going great. Bottom lane as well. But yeah, 3 lanes.
3 lanes
All
going
3
very
lanes. And it's a 2k gold lead at 4 minutes in. Last time round, Vici Gaming, they had 3 good lanes, but it was not as good as this. And we saw how easy Vici Gaming made that win look. This time round, the beginning is even worse for Gambit.
And the team fight, again, I look at Vici's, and Vici's team fight is way stronger than Gambit's. Gambit has disengaged, though, and they have ways to split push and all that. The same kind of thing. They have Beastmaster, Ember. They have a lot of ways to manipulate the side lanes and look for pickoffs when people react. But here we do see what I was talking about with FNG. So he goes, he places down the ward. You have to imagine this is the gank to try to salvage the lane for the Ember Spirit. He does have a DD as well, but the positioning of the lane is just way too difficult to where he is. And jeez, he's going to be level 6. FO has to be very careful.
Bounty runes, Gambit will be able to secure 2 of them.
Should be able to claim 3.
Yeah,
the
they've still got to control
left.
the bottom. Yeah, you're right. This time round, they'll be the ones getting the edge on the bounties.
Oof. Level 6 TA, level 4 Ember.
I mean, can you even really, realistically stay in this lane as Ember?
He needs a sentry. They're actually they're
like,
bringing 2 over
You're
as
only
well.
going to end up feeding.
They're bringing 2 heroes over to try to go for this gank to try to help. But Fade's also here. They're looking to set up the wraparound, though.
See, Ori, he's got another trap laid down, but yeah, with Immersion and FNG here, they can put a stop to it. Ori now having to back away. He's got Refraction up in a second. He's going to get it off in time. It will. The Nightmare finishes, and he's gets himself with the Refraction. He'll live and Fade.
Gets the
he
kill.
ends up killing Afo Ninja. Oh my goodness. Disaster in the mid lane for Gambit.
He's got TP as well if
He's
he wants to.
salving up. He can just walk it off.
Oh, man. And the Observer Ward. Ori gets the Observer Ward in the mid lane, too.
I mean, in that situation there, I mean, we obviously saw Bane, FNG, he goes for the Nightmare. He's able to still right-click, but obviously the CM isn't. Refraction was still unavailable. I think if FNG didn't Nightmare and just
Might have been
him
a
and Immersion right-click down Ori, they would have got that kill.
He didn't know the cooldown, though, right?
He didn't.
He could have expected the cooldown was up again already. So.
Sure, he would have definitely expected it, but
yeah.
it wasn't available. They could have potentially got that.
Definitely.
Either way, that doesn't really excuse the fact that Alpha Ninja still dies in the back to Fade.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's another painful death in the mid lane.
I just look at Ember's net worth and Beastmaster's net worth, and I'm worried. The Hawk's doing okay, but the Mars is ahead of him. And they have heroes that can, it's not like they don't have heroes that can clear illusions in this game. They have good heroes to clear them.
Absolutely.
They have even Shadow Shaman's okay early on.
That's not a problem, yeah.
Yeah, like Lasharak is the king of clearing illusions. And yeah, we see them like they're just stacking camps now to try to catch Afo back up. That's yeah, the only thing they can do here for him. Making moves now is impossible to try to gank until he gets level 6 because he's just going to die every time.
Yeah, every lane's just been a very abysmal start for Gambit. The top lane, at least, Hack is getting something, but he really is the only one.
And he can die alone to Yang is the scary thing too. When when he has Spear up as well as the Rebuke, he has to be very careful. He's still pretty tanky though. He shouldn't die to it right now. Once he drops like 2, if he's like around like half HP, he will die to the combo. Bottom.
They're trying to poke at Paparazzi, but Paparazzi just turns and kills the CM.
And Afterlife can't walk on either. He'll die too if he goes for it. Oh, it's all falling apart for Gambit.
It's looking very shaky from Gambit this morning.
We saw them at Birmingham, and they took out Vici when they had their Earth Spirit. They had Immersion playing it, but this is looking like a repeat of when we casted them at Starladder. This is just Vici controlling the first 10 minutes to perfection and not giving Gambit much breathing room at all.
Yeah, but Vici they've entered the games absolutely perfectly, and both times the draft. And this is a nice thing to see as well. They even had the option this game to get the Jiraiya, and so far they didn't need it. They said, "Hey, we've got other strats. We're not the kind of team to pick Jiraiya every game. We've got versatility, and it's looking pretty hot for them so far up top. Bit of harass onto Dahak, and as you say, just this sort of spam, keeping the Naga Siren low towards that point where Yang could look for kill opportunity.
Now there's the point where Dahak has to be careful because you're half HP. That's where the combo will probably bring you down with the spear as well as that Arena of Blood. But yeah, all 3 cores farming incredibly well. The supports a little bit more limited, but Fade is having a good time. And they do have those ancient stacks, of course, for Ori and a regen rune, so he's got to just sure, we have an Ember Spirit farming jungle, but Ember Spirit can't farm Ancients. So TA gonna continue to accelerate that much faster. And now they're actually looking to make a play on bottom. Paparazzi calls for the gank a few moments ago.
I mean, they can get easy kills with the Arena of Blood.
Yeah,
Gank's able to walk in. You're killing both of these heroes potentially if you get them both in it.
Yeah.
They easily have the damage between these two heroes.
God, that's also so scary. The Last Strike plus the Mars combo.
You can't escape him.
You can't escape, and then you're just stuck inside of Edict and as well as the Pulse. As top immersion looking to try to make a play here, but Paparazzi's already here.
He's come up here. They sort of swapped it around in immersion. As soon as he's back on the map and up to a different lane, he thought he escaped the horrors of this lightning pony, but Paparazzi, he's got his number.
This is
following him around the map to rack up those easy kills.
A smart little switch up, right? They send the Mars bottom to maybe try to set up for a kill there, and then Paparazzi's like, you know what? I can actually just pressure the PL myself. I'm a Last Strike versus... the Naga... I said PL. The Naga Siren.
But it makes sense as well, because Afterlife, he's just hit the 6, and this is sort of the point and the skill that could get them kills. Alpha does dodge the spear. There they lock down, there is Fade. He's got the Shackles, the Roar from Older Coolidge does allow them to kill the Shaman, and they'll get a kill. They will lose the Beastmaster for it, so not necessarily a game-breaking trade that's going to get Gambit back into this, but it's something. They get a kill.
Yep.
But yeah, losing the Beastmaster, still Vici Gaming very much to be the team that's happier.
Yeah, at least they forced a Serpent Ward not on a tower, right? That's like the one that was like, nice.
It's something.
Ooh, the Kaya, first item on the Lash. Not a Yules, not an Atos, nothing like that, just the straight Kaya. I know Sumail really likes the Kaya, but usually he picks up one of those other items first. But the damage that's going to be coming out, this Lash is already easily killing people. Throw that Kaya on top. This Naga Siren is definitely going to have some trouble. But the Hawk doesn't really want to join fights anyway. The Hawk is literally just going for a split pushing non-stop and just getting his farm up in the jungle. But his team has to be careful.
Paparazzi. He's going to line up the stun, but he's got remnants, yeah.
I was going to pick he better have one down right now, or he's looking pretty dead. So they're planting Yang in front of the lane that they expect to get pressured. FNG trying to get position here to get the Fiend's Grip, but
it's a hard kill to go for, especially when they don't have the Raw. Still on cooldown at the moment.
They see the backline though. They do see it with the Hawk. Afterlife.
That DY, he's just going to drop the Golem down. Trying to dissuade Gambit from sticking around, trying to look for plays. He's going to come in. There's now the Arena down, gets the two of them. Afterlife using the Raw. Not really much he can do to turn this one around. Is already stuck in the Arena. They're going to lose both FNG and Afterlife. Is Gambit choosing to try and put pressure on one of the more difficult parts of the map, and it hurts them.
And they're losing their towers top. Paparazzi pushed the full one, and he started pressuring the tier 2 as well. Now with the Blink Dagger on Ori, they get another one.
10-1, 6k lead.
He knows
Ori with a triple kill.
He knows how the game is going. He knows how the pace is going. He's like, why would I go Deso in this game? I can just kill anybody around the map.
He can just jump and go.
So Blink Dagger the choice this time. Halfo also getting pressured.
This is looking terrifying for Gambit.
I mean, it's 7,000 at 12 minutes. This is way worse than the last game.
Yeah.
Last game
absolutely. This is a whole of a level.
Yeah, and Ori's just going to continue to just keep that farm going super fast. Paparazzi now going to be going for that Yule Scepter, and with Kaya up, he farms even faster because of the mana reduction. Oh man, really in so much trouble here, Gambit.
Gambit, there was always a chance, as small as it may be, but definitely with their performance today, they cannot be too happy with themselves. They know that they can do better than this. But as it is, Vici Gaming just showing their strength here.
Again, making it look just cookie cutter, right? They're just walking from lane to lane, just very, very positioned for themselves, sitting behind the tower, waiting for the moves to go from Gambit first. Now Fade almost gets the grab there. Gambit will at least be able to trade a tower there, so Afterlife will get something. But again, Afterlife, he's having a tough one. As this Beastmaster again. Vici starting to get on the aggression there too, into the opposing jungle, getting those deep wards down. And they're actually going to walk up into the enemy jungle and then smoke down to clear out theirs.
I feel we may see some Gambit players dying once again.
They have the Naga in the area. They have the disengage that they could look for.
They've got to get straight out.
Oh, he doesn't actually have the song skilled.
He doesn't have it skilled? Well, they missed the Arena of Blood, so that's a good bit of news for FNG. Immersion does get the ult off. He's now been hexed. He's been focused out for Ninja, trying to get some damage off with the Fiend's Grip. On to Ori. They will get him. TA is dead. Alpha Ninja, will he be able to escape? He's trying to get away. Sleight Fist in the runaway. Afterlife will be able to TP out. And that was a bit of a dream situation for Gambit.
Wow.
They only lose the CM, and they are able to kill Ori's TA, despite Vici being the one smoking into that.
He must have been holding a skill point or something, because he did not have it. He did not have the song until after they got the kill. So maybe he was holding a skill point, or when they got the kill, they got the experience to be able to get that level 4. So they were able to disengage nicely there. So that's... All right. Some breathing room.
That's something. Slow it down a little bit.
But still... very far behind, as you have to expect that Vici, the next one is going to be that Roche, and that's going to be a lot harder fight to go around because the Arena of Blood probably won't miss around a Roche pit.
They've got pretty much the full Vlads as well on Yang, so extra potential for taking Roche a little safely.
Paparazzi just wants to take out all these tier 1s. This trap does not quite connect there.
Fade,
Fade's in.
He's dropping the ward straight down. He's got the shackles. I mean, Afterlife's dead. Using the wards aggressively to help get the quick kill. Or see if they want to try and poke for more. Gambit are around the shrine. But Vici do have to respect that. That's a little too deep potentially to jump now. They'll let it go. Bounty runes are up. Vici Gaming. They'll grab the 2 bottom. One's been taken by Dahak up top, but he didn't fancy venturing over to Vici Gaming's help them out, so they'll be likely to again get the majority share of the bounty runes. Bottom lane, the push is on. Gambit.
Yeah, Paparazzi's hiding in the tree lines there and doing the edict thing. So they have to pop their fort to be able to protect that one there. But you can feel Vici, they're trying to suffocate the map. Keep closing it more and more so that the Naga Siren can't be able to farm all these camps aggressively. Because you're going to have vision down. You have a TA. You're going to have traps all over the map to be able to spot where this Naga Siren's farming once you get all these tier 1s down.
Just not trying to go ahead on it at all at the moment with Vici's lineup. Yule Scepter done on Paparazzi. The farm that him and Ori have being so far ahead of that of any other core in the game. Both at the 8k mark. Closest being to Hack at 6k. Below that, it's Alpha Ninja sitting around 4.5k. It's a big difference, and a game that can see that Alpha Ninja's really going to struggle to get back into. They'll go for a smoke, but it was right underneath that ward. Vici Gaming, they'll know that it's coming. Paparazzi is out farming on his own. I mean, they saw the smoke up.
He actually is going to get caught from this one.
Yeah. Maybe not looking at the map, or maybe just not expecting the straight movement across, but they had the vision. They knew that smoke was coming.
Yeah.
But Paparazzi, he didn't give a hoot, and he pays with his life as he hangs around.
Now there's no Beastmaster ult and no Fiend's Grip. That sounds like Roche to me for Vici, right? Just go set up. They have Serpent Wards. I believe the Desolator is coming out on the courier. Yeah, I think you just go straight into the Roche pit. I think you can maybe even start it now before Lesh spawns. The team fight on Gambit, like we said, it's not a lot. It's very minimal. They're more about like the pickoffs like that.
Maybe, maybe it's the 500 IQ play.
Yep.
Bait the grip, bait the raw. Easy Roche for the team. That's smart. That's smart.
He's actually waiting for the rest of them. Okay, waiting for his Desolator to be delivered. There's the Hawk up there, so it is going to be spotted by all of Gambit. Yeah, this is going on.
Yeah, that's right. I'm getting the double meld hit as well.
Yeah.
Make that a little quicker to take it down. Gambit will head over towards the pit. See what they can do already. Fade out with a Hex. Serpent Ward's going to be dropped as well as the carry offering. They're just keeping Gambit at bay, making sure they can't get in. Or he jumps in with a blink. Good hits onto the 2 of them. Afterlife's already dead. Alpha Ninja having to try and dance his way out with the Sleight of Fist. He'll be able to get out of there. Back towards the pit. Vici Gaming will head over. Dahak's trying to lead in. Jump forward from Alpha Ninja. Goes in fully. He fully commits with the Remnants. He's just dead before the song can even come out.
That was super over-aggressive. Paparazzi was standing on top of him. Like, there's no way you get that kill.
They've lost FNG as well. They're crumbling once more around the pit here. Gambit. Immersion.
He's trying.
Hiding in the trees. There's not really any sort of play he can go for. Maybe he can try and steal the kill with a freezing field. But I think he knows that there really is not much that can be done to stop Vici Gaming from getting this Roshan.
Yeah, if he walks out, he's just a free kill for anybody. So he knows he has to go back, and that was a very divey play there by the Ember. I mean, either way, they're super far behind, but he was going in to commit for that kill.
He just fully jumped in with all the remnants.
Yeah.
And there's a shaman in the game. You are going to get hexed after you jump forward.
And there's Alesh who is standing right next to him with Pulse Nova already activated. So your Flame Guard's going to get burnt really quickly. So your damage is just not really there. It's not like you don't have Phase Maelstrom or anything. Like, you don't have like a lot of damage items coming in so that your slights, yeah. So you just get Hex Die. They've got the Manta finished up on Naga Siren, but yeah.
I mean, everyone else is just so poor. You look at the values, you know, Alpha Ninja, same net worth as the Shaman.
Yeah. Fade having a very good game here.
Fade he's rocking it. He's been dropping some great Serpent Wars to break up fights. There's the man himself with another Shackles. They do jump onto Ori, they'll get the Aegis. Don't go for anything more. FNG does have a grip, but there's DY and Fade by Ori's side, so Gambit will realize that they cannot try and push for more as of now. In fact, they're going to be chased upon. Jump forward, Fade gets the Hex. Quick burst from Yang with the shield. That's Immersion dead and gone. 17-3.
Look at Fade just non-stop. He sees another hero. He's like, I'm going. I'm looking for kills. He gets the ward trap onto FNG as well.
The Fade Shaman.
This guy is so good at
something
Shaman.
we've seen so many times. And he's definitely one of the best.
Agreed. This 3-1 and 11.
The way he plays it.
So farmed. Level 12 as well. Blink is, yeah, just... I feel like I always see him have good games on the Shadow Shaman.
And up top, they've caught him. Jump in with the arena and the control. Alpha Ninja's gone. 13k lead, 19-3, coming up to the 20-minute mark. And this game really showing no signs of life for Gambit.
Nope.
As Vici Gaming, both games this morning, they've just looked absolutely brilliant.
Yep, they've got Gambit's number for sure.
This is this is a team that, sure it depends how sort of you rate Gambit as a team, but we know Gambit, they can give us very good performances. They're up at the top. They in the upper bracket. They've done well.
They just played this. They just played them at Birmingham and they 2-0'd them. They just
something
happened.
About today or about the patch or about the drafts has just rendered Gambit to look completely useless in these two games.
Yep.
Vici Gaming just making it look like a walk in the park.
Absolutely. They needed it's very similar to the last one. They needed their lanes. They needed, especially bottom lane. They need this to go better. But in this one, it was harder. The last game, they had an opportunity to be able to have it go better. In this one, it felt so hard for me. Beastmaster CM versus these two ranged heroes with the Warlock that just spams heals. Super difficult as Zori approaching a BKB. And Vici smoked up, looking for some kills.
Eyes on FNG. Fade jumps in quick with a Hex. Dahak has got the song to save it. But now FNG, they do DY, cancelling both TPs with the rock cast from outside the range of the Song of the Siren. Shackles there from Fade. Dahak is dead. FNG, can he escape this? They'll try and get him with the trap slow. There's another jump in from Fade. Another Hex. Another kill for Ori. As it just is not working out at all for Gambit. They cannot get anything done. They cannot run away.
And no mercy. They're not stopping.
Straight in on mid. Jump forward onto Alpha Ninja.
They're just killing the cores by themselves.
Yeah,
it's 15,000.
We've had some brutal games here at the Major. Yeah, we really have. We've had a few games now where teams have just been absolutely destroyed. And this is another one to add to the tally. This is not just a game, but a series in which Vici Gaming has entirely dismantled Gambit. They've made them look like such a broken team.
Yeah, no mercy whatsoever coming out from ROTK and the boys.
FNG's out, and we can probably expect some Gs coming soon. They do still have tier 2s in the other two lanes.
Last fight, that's what this seems like. Last fight, try to get some type of catch. If we don't,
they've already found Afterlife on the back lines. A stun comes out from Paparazzi. Afterlife's dead and gone before he can get a single spell out. Yang forcing them apart with the spear. Alpha Ninja's up on the high ground. Immersion's dead. Triple kill for Paparazzi. They're just racking up the KDA right now. Vici Gaming, he's spamming out that, standing out that scoreboard. Alpha Ninja hands off the keyboard. GG is called. This game, this series, not even close. Vici Gaming entirely dominating